Hey, what's up guys? Vigilant Texan here. I got a great video for y'all today. Very interesting one. A little bit longer than my average video, but hopefully you will stick around for the climactic ending. This is Abraham versus Nimrod, the ultimate battle of good versus evil. And here is a picture of Nimrod depicted in ancient architecture. He was one of the most influential characters of basically all time. First off, we're going to take a look at what Genesis has to say about the guy. We're going to take a look at what we get from the canon, and then we're going to take a look at the book of Jasher. If you never read the book of Jasher, the book of Jasher, the book of Jubilees, and the book of Enoch, I believe, should be in our canon. And they were originally, and I believe the only reason they were taken out was because of stories like this. The enemy does not want us to know what he's up to, does not want us to know how to defeat him and what to look forward to in the end. That's part of why Enoch was taken out. So anyways, Jasher, Enoch, Jubilees, all of them were alluded to and mentioned in the canonized scripture. So we know that the people who wrote our scriptures were familiar with these books and they read them. So to me, if they read them and they thought they were legitimate enough to mention, that means we probably would not do bad to read them as well. So let's get right into it. First, looking at Genesis. This is from Genesis 10, 8-13. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod the mighty hunter before Yahweh. So apparently there was a saying about him because he was so famous. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel and Erech and Akkad and Calneh in the land of Shinar. Out of that land went forth Asher and builded Nineveh and the city of Rehoboth and Calah, and Rezin between Nineveh and Calah, the same as a great city. So let's break down from Nimrod's first mention and see what we can learn by doing some esoteric research into the names of the cities he built in the scripture. So the name Nimrod actually means to rebel, and I got most of these meanings here from, if you go and get these Hallelujah scriptures, these are a great copy of the scriptures. It's basically the same translation as the ISR, but just with even more Hebrew in there, like even more words that mean Hebrew. And when you get this, it comes with this name meaning book, because it uses nothing but Hebrew names. So a lot of times you're thinking, well, what is this name? And this little book that goes with it just helps you with the meanings. Then you can also look up these names and these meanings in the Strong's Concordance, and you'll get very similar or exactly the same definition. So the name Nimrod means to rebel. Babel, which was his first city, means confusion. Erech means to prolong or disperse. Okay. Akkad means a great fortress or battle. Calneh means consumed. Shinar means of two rivers. Asher means straight. Nineveh means abode of Nimrod, or the great eagle. Rehoboth means expanses. Calah means completion and full age. And Rezin equals the bridle. So if you go down in order, to rebel, to cause confusion, to prolong or to disperse, a great fortress or battle, consumed of two rivers, straight abode of the Nimrod or great eagle, expanses, completion and full age, the bridle. So we can learn a lot from that little section by looking at the meanings of the names, even though there's not a lot about Nimrod in that section. Now let's look at the words used to describe Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was mighty hunter before Yahweh, where it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter. So they used that word mighty 3 times. Now if we look that up in the Hebrew, it's 13